Okay. Well, I've been doing nothing but bug fixing for like 2 or 3 days, I think. And it gets really boring just doing bug fixing. Doing bug fixing occasionally is okay, but when you're just doing nothing but bug fixing, I don't like it. So I'm gonna work on something new. And I'm not going to tell you what. If you want to see what it is, you could skip ahead in the video, I guess. If I manage to get something that looks well, I have something. I mean, this possibly gives you a pretty good idea of what it's going to be. Oh yeah, this is going to evolve a lot as I build it. I have like several ideas for how this could work. Alright, get this, get like this. I might just be very quiet for this, instead of nattering on. So I don't really have much to say. And I'm just structuring this Godot control in the way that I always do things now. I've just developed this convention for writing GD native scripts, and it just looks something like this. That's why I'm sort of going quite fast. It's because I've done this exact sort of pattern of code a million times now. Search box. That was good, the way Copilot filled in the word search automatically. Because I guess it just deduced it from the fact that the class is called QuickFind. Because there's no other hint in here. It's fun when that happens. Anyway, what am I doing? This? I also need this. And I have another scene here which I'm going to instantiate dynamically, so I need to go into here. I'm not being consistent about whether there isn't a whether quick find is one word or two. Here it's 2 words. Or it's a capital F at least. The source file is 1 word. Maybe it shouldn't be. Oh, I also need these style boxes that I made. So this one, result panel. Okay. And now what? I want a pool of these result scenes so that I can reuse them. And how do I do that? I can't remember. I have a method for doing that because I've done it a million times, but I can't remember what the method is. I'm trying to think where else I can look in the code base to remind myself how I do that. How do I do it? Do I just search for the word pool? What is this? No, this is not it. Thread control. Am I doing this in a good way? Pool. This is literally just what this is just written out. I mean, I think I have a some kind of utility class for doing this. This is literally just a vector, right? At some point, I think I wrote a utility thing. That's not it. Alright, I don't think I did. Maybe it's not really necessary, right? Find result, which doesn't exist yet. Quick find result. Oh, that's going to go infinitely. Because I didn't actually create this. In fact, let's just copy this. Custom styles panel. Oh, this is a panel container. That's a panel container then. If this actually auto style equal this. going to be add something, add style box override. Oh, okay, panel. Okay, that should work. Okay. What have I missed? Anything? Nah. Text changed. Hold on. Okay. What I was planning to do here is every time the text changes, just clear the entire list and rebuild it. That's if you do that, I think it's a bit annoying. No, that should be fine actually. Let me think. I was thinking if you like select one of the results and then type another character and the entire thing, I mean the selected result is going to become unselected, but then I guess it would make sense for that to happen. It's probably not that annoying. The postman is just being one sec. Spam. It's just garbage. Okay. Alright, so I don't know what the function is going to be called. On search box, and when the text is changed, rebuild results. Let's call it like that. So import well, this is going to change a lot as things progress. But for the first iteration of this, it's going to be like just really dead simple. So it's just going to be because the different types of result that you can get will have different properties, and you'll be able to interact with them in different ways. But for now, for now, let's just result. It's going to be a variant probably, actually. Let me think. Alright, let's just keep it really simple for now. So enum class type. There's gonna, basically this is gonna grow a lot in the future, but for now, what are the things that you can search for? A project block, project sample, blink plugin. I guess I should be more fine-grained and say blink effect, blink sampler, blink synth. At some point I'm gonna let the user like specify directories on their file system that blockhead will like index in the background, and then you can like quickly search for samples and things like that. But that's future stuff. That's why I was specifying project block and project sample, because eventually I'll have like file system block, file system sample, for example, when I'm indexing that information. Clap effect, clap instrument, VST effect, VST instrument, project block, project sample. Project block instance, or breath as I call them in code. What else? There's going to be other stuff that you want to search for, right? That'll do for now. type. And let's just do this. So probably this is not how this is going to look in the future. I'm probably going to have some horrible variant type and do a bunch of dispatch using visit, but for now this will be okay. Results. Okay, release nodes. Oh, I need to actually associate node. Let's actually do this. No, it's not. This node results node. Indicator results clear. Hold on, what am I doing? What am I doing? The node list. A node pool. Is it like this? I don't know. I'll figure it out if I just keep going. Result node pool. Push back this. Acquire result node. Alright, let's be diligent here and say result node index. So if there's no nodes in the pool, so we need to create one. Just create result node. Instance. think that's how I do it. And I need to add it to the VBox. And then add it to the list. And then return the index, which was this. Okay, if there is one in the pool, then we go like this. Yeah. Okay. Acquire result node. Release result nodes. Hide. Oh, I do need to. Oh yeah, you got it. Okay. So that's all set up, I think. It's probably some mistake I've made there, but alright. How do I actually do this? Okay, so rebuild results. I just need to search through all of these different systems to find anything that matches. That's going to be tricky. It's tricky because I already have code that does that for some of these systems. So I'm going to need to rearrange things to make some code public, which is currently not public. Or it's like confined to these modules that that it's needed in. Things for like searching for blocks and samples is something that you can already do in the browser. So I'm going to want to use the same logic, but then it needs to be mixed in with all the other results. Let's just concentrate on the Blink plugins first, actually. So how do I do this? Search text is this, yes. What do we do with it? Search for Blink plugins. I'm just going to add them to this vector. And there's going to be a bunch of other search for functions here, and then at the end of it all we do a sort. Is there a ranges sort? Sort results. That's fine for now. Okay, and then when we have the results, we do the following. For each result, oh, this actually gets results without the associated node. Hold on. Yeah, okay. I need a second layer of abstraction here. So structure. What is it even going to be called? A result item. And that's the one that has this. Result. Result items. This is just a reusable buffer. So clear result items, clear result buffer. Node, acquire result node. Result nodes, node. Oh yeah. Set selected false. Set text to result text. And this will have more stuff on it eventually for the different types of results. I think that's it, because they all just get added to the VBox and they get shown here. Oh, but then when I need to order them, oh yeah, so it's gonna have to be, oh, I just move it to the end, right? So I go import tree VBox move child. I'm gonna move it to the end. Get child count. I don't need to do -1 because it clamps it internally, I think, if I remember correctly. Right. Okay. So, well, I could just do a quick test here actually. So, I could just fill it with some garbage just to see it working. So, just do that. And I actually need to make this thing pop up. Just thinking if I want to make the root nodes pop up or make the root node always visible but make the contents hidden. I'm trying to think if there's... Usually you just want to make the contents hidden. Is that necessary here? I don't think so actually. So actually I think what I'm going to do is make it hidden by default and then hook into this signal here. And have a function to clear. For tree search box clear. Okay, now add a keyboard shortcut. I'm just going to key bindings, key bindings. I'm going to do everything in my power to make it less shit than this one in Visual Studio, because I hate this one. It's so fucking slow and horrible. There's not going to be any reason for it to be that slow. Okay, oh yeah. So open ink key bindings. Quick find. Open quick find. I guess that's the name. That was just like a programmer name that I was using for because I had to decide on a name. But what's it going to be called publicly? Is quick find a good enough name? Quick find. Because that's literally just a name that I came up with in 1.5 seconds. Because I needed a name. Quick find. Quick find's fine. It's fine. Quick find. Quick find. I'll have to edit to the cheat sheet as well. part does it go in? I guess MISC. Quick find. Then I go to shortcuts. I just add it in here somewhere. Quick find. Quick find. Show. And this should be a singleton. So search box, quick find search box, because it's part of the container. Oh wait, no, I can just use that name. Okay. Alright, quick find, open quick find. Let's see. Aha! And I want to automatically focus this thing. Oh look what happens. That's cool. Okay, right. So when visibility change, we clear and then we autofocus the search box. Focus. Grab focus. Is that what it is? Grab focus. And when the text changed, it was not hiding the old nodes. It wasn't reusing nodes. It was just it looked like it was just adding more and more forever. So what was going on there? Release result nodes. Result release. Interesting. I can't immediately see what the problem is. Do this. Add a character. What's happening? We have 3. Oh, it's 0. Because we're not adding to the list at all. Result items, push back. It duplicated it once for some reason. Right. Again, release result nodes. One, two, three. So prefer 3. What am I doing wrong? How does it end up with 6 nodes? That doesn't make sense. Come on. Bang. Sort buffer 0, 0. So this does nothing. Then we get 3 results. We acquire 3 nodes. 1, 2, 3. And we're done. Okay, then we do 1 character. We should release those nodes back to the pool. Oh, 0. How did that happen? Is it because... No, I don't understand. I'm missing something. The first thing that happens is visibility changes. When that happens, we clear... First of all, this should only happen if is visible. But I don't think that's going to make a difference. So first thing that happens is this. We immediately call the clear function. We currently have 0, 0, 0, 0, so this is not going to do anything. Oh, okay, when I call clear on the search box, it's emitting the text changed signal. Is there a... Okay. So often with things like, if you have something like a label, like we have in here, you have the set text, no signal. What am I thinking of? Godot will sometimes provide functions. It's like no signal, set value no signal, set press no signal. So if you want to set a button to pressed but you don't want the signal to be emitted, it gives you this alternative function. So it has a set pressed function and also a set pressed no signal, but it only has those for buttons and range controls. So for the line edit, it doesn't provide anything like that. So I will just do the classic thing of bool search box text feedback blocker. Where was it? Oh yeah. Clear search box. Yeah, Copilot knows what I'm doing. And then if we get the, we're just checking here. Yep. But I prefer to write it like this. I think this is actually a pretty common idiom in UI programming. I've seen other people do this as well. I also used to do it in Reactor programming. Back when I used to do Reactor, I did that quite a lot. Obviously in Reactor everything's horrible, so it was less clean. Okay. So it's empty to begin with, and then as soon as we as soon as we change something, it just creates a list of 3 results, which is what I'm expecting. So yeah, empty to begin with, and then nothing changes, which makes sense. Okay, right. What is my API for Blink stuff? I don't remember. Blink host, Blink host. Blink, what do we have in here? Get plugins of type. Get registered plugins. What's a registered plugin? I don't remember. I don't know what that is. Don't remember. What is a registered plugin? I was looking through sample. Oh, it's for sample analysis stuff. That should have a better name. Probably. Okay, so it looks like the API is basically to get a list of each type of thing. Now, how do I do this? Blink, is it host? Blink host like that? That returns a reference. Effect plugins. I think these might just be indices, actually. Plugin index. I'm gonna have to pause recording while I go evacuate. Okay, I'm back. Let's do something here. So blink, get something. Read name. Name. Oh, this should actually be do what I did before. Where it would be like a search filter. No. String text, and there'll be other stuff in there as well. So string view. To upper. What does it return? I don't remember. Find. Find. -1 if not found, okay. Let's say string effect. Okay. Nothing happens. Let's see. Compressor. Oh, because we need to upcase it. Oops. Okay, there we go. So eventually you'll also be able to say sampler or synth like that, I guess, or well, you'll be able to do all sorts of things, I suppose. So I think the only thing that's going to limit the number of items that can appear in this list is actually the vertical space available here. And then I want to be able to let you so we should also select the first one on the list. Whatever we detect is like at the moment obviously it's alphabetical, which it shouldn't be. It should be whichever is the best match instead, probably. But then I suppose if you're looking for a bandpass, then it's always just going to be the first one anyway. But we'll have some kind of heuristics for figuring out what the best match is and trying to sort this list. Or maybe we just sort alphabetically, I don't know. But yeah, you should be able to like arrow key up and down, or do Control N, Control P like in Vim to select the item you want, I suppose. I can do that now. I was thinking of stopping because I think I have to call my landlord because I just noticed that the tap in the bathroom is leaking. Actually, yeah, I'll stop and call my landlord now and say that I'm not thinking about that. Okay, I'm back. And I think there'll be a plumber around at some point. Okay. Well, I'm actually going to hard code. Oh no, I can't do it, can I? How do I, I'd have to figure out what the scan code is for Control N, Control P, or can I do it programmatically? I'm not sure. Scan code gets... Find scan code from string. Scan code from physical. Scan code of the given string. I want to include modifiers. Get physical scan code with... because it varies by platform. Okay, fuck it. I'm just going to hard code it for now. Although I can't really... I don't know if I can hard code it, can I? Let me check. So I want to do Control N, Control P. P is usually this. But if I hold down Control... Ah, okay, it's fine. I did... Ah, Control N is new project. Oh, yeah. I want to change that while QuickFind is open. Maybe I disable shortcuts while QuickFind is open. I think I have a way to do that. Shortcuts. Shortcuts. Set enabled. What else? Whoops. Should systems be enabled? Enable or disable systems. Foreground system disablers. Oh, this is the only quote-unquote system. Foreground system enablers. List of controls which should disable subsystems whenever they are visible. So I could just add the QuickFind to this list of please disable systems whenever this is visible. Blockhead auto load. Okay. There used to be more systems. More things that counted as systems. Blockhead auto load. So blockhead auto load this. And then we just do our own input processing. So input gdo ref gdo input event. Set process input is visible. Okay. Where did that come from? Key equals. Nope. Ref. Input event key. does this work? Put event key. Get scan code with modifiers. Get physical scan code with modifiers. Or we could do something else. Don't actually remember it. Let's see, it's press blah 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 blah. Scan codes. This is not useful. I've never had this situation before where I have a keyboard shortcut. I have the same keyboard shortcut. I want to do the same keyboard. I want to use the same keyboard shortcut for multiple things depending on what's happening in the program. So when quick find is open, I want to be able to use Control P, Control N, or whatever the user is configured, and it should like override whatever those shortcuts usually do. I don't have an infrastructure for this yet, actually, so that's why I'm doing custom input handling instead. I just want to check if Control P is down or Control N, but I don't know. I don't even think Godot even has a interface for that, annoyingly. Pass input event. That's no good. Key modifier. Get scan code. Physical scan code. Blah 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 blah. Input event with modifiers. Now that? Oh, input event key inherits from that, okay. Right, so I should be able to go if control and key is it scan code? Get physical scan code, what is it? Scan code. Get scan code equals key n. Also, hold on. Rebuild results, and then if import result items. This is not empty. Select the first result. Implement that in a minute. Select next. I'll do this. Actually, I'll do that check inside the function. Set input as handled. How do I do that? I don't remember. Set input as handled from the scene tree. Get root, get tree. Select-N. Select next, select proof. What's Copilot done here? Yeah, it's not quite right, I'm afraid. It's almost okay. Selected. If it's empty, we don't do anything. This should be... Oops, what did you do there? Is it exactly what I was going to do? Yeah. Selected. Okay. Okay. So that'll cycle around and around. That's fine. What have you done here? Hold on. What is that? Because it's a unsigned integer, it's trying to avoid the underflow, I assume. I don't understand that. I can't even read it. Selected plus... Oh yeah, that does work. Wow. Alright. So Control N, Control P. It's happening on release as well. There we go. Da 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 da. Oh, I instinctively used the arrow key instead. So that's Control N, Control P. And then as soon as you type something else, oop, selected is 2. Yeah, exactly. So I have to deselect. Deselect. Or no, just ignore it. Like this. So it actually doesn't matter. Okay. So it'll look more impressive, I suppose, when there's more stuff you can search for. So let's make the arrow keys work as well, and also escape should close. Just do that. What was it doing? Oh yeah, arrows. Key up. Key down. And then pressing enter would do various things depending on what you actually have selected. But in this case it would create a new block of this type. And then escape gets out of it. Now I want to do, when I'm creating the nodes actually, I want to check, I don't know how I'm going to do that yet. I basically want to have a limit on the number of search results based on the available height. So if you make the window shorter, that you'll actually have less results, potentially. I think that's a fine way to do it. Let's also add... Oh, I could add a clap stuff. Search for clap plugins. And how do we do this? Scuff, client. Get working plugins. Plugin. Win. Scuff get name. Then and this should just do the same thing again. I don't think I have any API to distinguish between instruments and effects yet. I will eventually. So to do this, well, that will happen eventually anyway. Yeah, I'll put the to-do in. Distinguish between instruments. We only scan for effects at the moment. So, there we go. They're all immediately. So I should also be able to just type in clap and show all the clap plugins. These are, or I should be able to type in the developer name, for example. Let's do that. That should be easy to do. So in fact, I should do if matches filter plugin like this. Scuff ID plugin. Name. If the name matches, then return true, or auto vendor. What else do I have? That's about it, I think. For now, at least. Because the clap plugins and VST plugins could also, they could also tell you what like category of thing they are. Like for example, if they're a filter or a delay or whatever they are. So I'll wind all that in at some point as well. Weave, that's what I meant to say. I'll weave all that in. Also, yeah, if you just search for the word clap, and return true. Oh shit. Ah fuck, I have to pause. Because the sandwich truck has arrived. That arrives every weekday next door. Shit, I don't want to be late. I'm gonna pause and go get a sandwich. Alright, sandwich get. Yeah. I was quite over the moon when I moved in here, and I realised shortly afterwards that there's a business park sort of right next door, and every weekday a lady comes in a sandwich truck and delivers sandwiches. Which is very nice. Okay. What the hell was I doing? Oh, I was working this thing, right? What did I just do? So clap. You can type in clap now and it overflows off the screen. Oh yeah, fab filter. I could do fab filter. It shows all the fab filter plugins. That's good. So there we go. Obviously I don't know yet what this would do when you select one of these and press enter. Because we don't have any concept yet of like a selected track. So it's like, where is this going to go? And also it's just replicating what we have here also, so but might as well have it here as well. We'll figure out what actually happens when you select a thing. Yeah, also it's showing plugins that it shouldn't show at the moment, like yeah. Surgix, yeah, it's showing instruments, and it shouldn't at the moment because Blockhead has no support yet for the instrument plugins. But anyway, we'll figure out what has to happen for each thing. Okay, so the other thing we will do is search for project blocks, let's say. Is it only named blocks? I assume only named blocks. And then search for project samples. And then eventually, yeah, there's going to be file system samples, file system stuff. But that's going to come after I add support for like, I want you to be able to like point Blockhead at a directory on your file system and have it just index it for you so that you can search to it really quickly. But that's a bit involved. Okay. Oh, actually, now that we've got this massive list, okay, let me just write these signatures. Now that we've got a massive list, let's try to make it so that it doesn't overflow the screen. So, how do I do that? Because, how do I do it? I basically want to exit out of this loop. The thing is, we can't check during the loop whether we're overflowing the screen because it takes a frame for Godot to update the layout stuff. So I'm gonna have to hard code. Oh, I can't do that. No, how do I do it then? Not sure actually how I do it. How do I do it? How do I do it? How do I do it? Does it take a frame? I'm not. Let me just check if I'm right about that. Maybe it doesn't. Let me just check. Okay. What I need to do is essentially, at some point, Godot is going to calculate the required height of this VBox container. I don't think it's going to happen during this. I think it's going to wait a frame before it even does it. Oh dear. How do I do it then? Because I can't just like have a hard-coded height for the items because it depends on the font being used. Let me think. Let me just check what's going on here. So if I print out the height, oh, I don't need that. If I print out the height of size, get size, this is not going to be changing during the loop. I'm pretty sure. Exactly. Because it doesn't actually... Yeah, if I type in now that has found the actual... So it's not until... It takes a frame, basically, for Godot to actually calculate the height. I'm not sure what to do. I would really like the only limit on the number of items to be the available height, the visual height. I would like that to be the limit. Okay, I know how to do it. So at the moment, I'm relying on anchors and margins to make sure, however tall this VBox is, it's always centered in the screen. And instead of doing that, I'm going to just fill the entire thing. I'll put some like sensible upper limit on the number of nodes that could be generated. Next nodes 100, for example. Node count. So I'll just populate the container with nodes and center it, and then if it's overflowing off the top, I will nudge it down. I think that's what I'm doing. So what signal is going to be when it resizes? So I'm going to react when Godot changes the size of the VBox. So first of all, let's get rid of the anchors and margins so that it's not. So just do this. Tree VBox resized. VBox resized. When VBox is resized, put VBox. I think this makes sense. Put VBox. So I want to put it in the center. So I'm getting dieting all over the place here. Center of plus equals minus equals exactly. What does this do? Is it based on the parent, or is it just... Oh, it's also based on the position, right? Okay. Okay. I think I'm going to do this. Oh yeah, and then I check if it's overflowing. So if pos.y is less than 0. Yeah. Alright, there we go. Oh, but then it doesn't drop back down. Oh, it doesn't shrink. How does this actually work then? It's not shrinking back down, interestingly. Does this not happen now? Oh, it's not happening. Because it doesn't shrink back down. So what signal do I want then? Is it minimum size changed? Maybe. Minimum size changed. And then I should use the... Let me just check what's happening now. Is this actually firing? Yes it is, but I'm using the wrong size. So this should be get combined minimum size. I'm pretty sure. Oops. So now is it centered? It doesn't look centered. Why is it down here? It's not in the middle anymore. What did I do wrong? Oh, it's adding... Right. It should be... It's adding the position of the root element, so it should be like this. Get size. I think that makes sense. Is that centered? Looks okay. Okay, and now. And now. Search for project blocks. Is it like this? Block. Block. How does this work? Get blocks. Name. I think I only want to search for maybe effective name. What is effective name? Effective name. Custom name, effective name. Oh yeah, right. So effective name, if I remember correctly, is the custom name if the user has given it a custom name, otherwise it's the generated name. I think I want to ignore anything that doesn't have a custom name. Or do I? Let's just do this for now. In fact, let's write a function like this again. If matches, filter, block. To upper. Actually, I should do it like this. What is happening? Oh my god. Let's see if I have a project. This one maybe? Block. Effect block. I also want to make this scroll then as well, if it doesn't fit on the screen, right? probably. Synth block. There's no samples in this project, actually. Project, this one. Ooh, hello. What happened here? Did I change this? Oh, this is no. Completely unrelated bug. Let's investigate it. Control. Put device control here. Item no. Whoa. Okay, this bug doesn't make any sense. This should not be happening. Oh, I know what this is. I need to do a full rebuild because I changed this enum and the compilers got confused because the ID has changed. This used to be 28 and now it's 29, and Microsoft's compiler is not good enough to figure out when things actually need to be recompiled. Okay, so while that's happening, let's also add. So yeah, I think I should only use custom name, or should I? I don't know. Yeah, I mean it's useless to list all the, because we saw how it looked. It was just like effect block, effect block, effect block. That's useless. So this should be like this instead. Sample. Sample? Samples. Sample. I think this is the same way, right? It's sample get name custom name generated name custom. No, that should, this one should actually be, I don't know. Generated or fallback name. I need to do it in two. So get name custom name generated. Okay, let's just do the same test again just to make sure that other bug is fixed with the rebuild. Okay, it's fine now. So this project has one sample, which we did not find. But is that because I didn't actually call the function? Search for projects. Ah, yeah. I actually need to write code if I want it to run. Sample get samples. Can Copilot fill this in for me, please? Oh, get display name. That's what I want to use, actually. Just use this display name. That's better. there it is. So you would press enter on that and it would generate a sample block for you to place, I suppose. And sampler block. So if we give this a name. Oh, what happened here? Oh, okay, I need to investigate this, but I don't want to investigate it right now because I was in the middle of a thought. If we give this a name, which we apparently can't do from this menu anymore, can we? I think we can. Not by right-clicking. But I have to actually select it without crashing, and to do that I think I have to just turn off autoplay. Okay, there we go. So if we give this name poop, then it should show up here. Yes. But we should probably print some more information as well. But eventually I think these result node things are actually gonna, depending on what type of thing it is, they will actually have more information and look different. They'll be decorated with all kinds of things. And when with samples and blocks, you'll be able to like preview, like audio preview them as well. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah, so anyway, if I turn on autoplay here and then click. Oh, there we go. Yeah, there's something wrong with this snapshot. Let's see, this is IDX1. This doesn't exist. Core 1 doesn't exist. How did this break? Is this already is this an existing bug? It might be. If this is an existing bug, then I understand. Someone gave me a quite cryptic bug report, and I think I might know what they mean now, because they were saying, "Oh, is this just crashing on when I?" Oh no, it's fine. Probably they had autoplay turned on and they were trying to add a sample. Yeah, their bug report was not very good, but I think I understand what they mean now. Probably they were trying. They said that it was crashing when trying to add a sample. I can't remember exactly how they phrased it, but probably. That's very loud. Sorry. No, it wasn't that. That's working fine in the current build. Okay, it's not that then. Yeah, this looks like a new crash then. But I don't understand why there would be a bug here, because this hasn't, I don't think this has changed. Can I just reproduce it like this? No, I can't. Interesting. I don't know why OBS resets the fucking audio. What? I have no desktop audio. Because I changed from my old audio device to this Focusrite thing, because everybody uses these Focusrite devices, so I thought I should get one. So I'm just fiddling around in OBS now, trying to understand why I'm not getting the loop back. Audio. I don't know, it's all set up. Why does it not work? Well, anyway, you can't hear anything that's happening, but it doesn't matter. You can hear my microphone at least. Yeah, this is not crashing anymore. So it must only happen when you load a project. And then you do it. Well, now I can't even autoplay. Oh, there's also sorts of bugs going on. There's all sorts of bugs. Now it suddenly works. What's going on? It's not crashing anymore. So the way that I could reproduce the crash, I think, was to open this first. No, I didn't need to do that, do I? Start again. I think I literally just open this, then go to here, and then click. No, it's not crashing anymore. Why is it not crashing anymore? So open this first, and then open this. Now the button doesn't show up here for some reason. Why is it not crashing anymore? I don't know what happened. What is going on? Something happened here. Core ID 1. Core ID, add core ID 1. Core active. It's clearly adding the core here. And it was crashing in here because it was saying it doesn't exist in here in this table, but it must do at this point. Spec model, hold on. Oh. I see it. Okay, I don't understand how this doesn't crash then, because this is clearly... How does this not crash? Spec model. So this should be PD working model. Like that. That crash makes perfect sense, but I don't understand why I can't reproduce it consistently. It should crash every time. Oh, I was playing about the sample instead of the block. That's what it was. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let me check again the current build. Let me check. Open here. I think this is a Windows virus scanner. Freaking out. If I go to blocks and then click here, is this going to crash? No, it doesn't. Okay. So it must be a bug that I introduced since the last build, but now I fixed it again. Because now should be fine. Okay. Right, what other things? The block instances, do I care about that? I suppose so, yeah. If you have a named block instance. But then when you select it and you press enter, what happens? You either do a copy or a clone. You would do a copy. Or some kind of fucking widget pops up and asks you to select what you want to do. Breath. Get. What can we get? Get. What? It is possible to... Oh, labels. Yeah, no. Block instances don't have names, they have labels. So if a label matches... Check this actually returns a reference. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I need to sort out the scrolling behavior. How do I do that? Okay, let me just check this is working. So if I add this and then I add a label, what's going on? Is it this? What's going on with the context menu? Interesting. Switch font. Oh, that's weird. I never noticed that before. When you increase the zoom, it messes up the context menu. Okay, I need to investigate that. But if you add a label, boop, it should show up. There it is. Okay. I need more information printed out here. Okay. Context menu. Context menu. This does nothing. Context menu. I'm not going to find it. Let's look. Here it is. Block context menu. This one. If I just get rid of that, is it okay? No. Maybe it's part of the theme, maybe there's a problem. I think this stuff's just really janky, to be honest. Theme, default theme, pop-up menu. Panel. Content margin. Expand margin. Bottom 8. Why is that happening? If I just remove that, does that fix it maybe? Oh, if I do that then it breaks even more stuff. If I double it, what happens? It looks like I did that 8 because I noticed this problem before and it's just a hacky fix. Oh, what is going on? Come on, Godot. That's not very good, is it? What if I set this to like 16? What does that do? Nothing helpful. Well, I don't know. It's just Godot being shit as usual. Trying to think where could I even look to try and fix this issue? When when screen scaling's at 100, everything's fine. It's only when you increase this. Oh, when it's at 200, it's also kind of fine. You can at least click on this. When it's at 150, suddenly it's fine. I don't know why. 125. Now it's broken. That's really stupid. It's this one, right? This is running. Oh, this doesn't actually happen. Open. Block context menu. This is not happening. Oh, I'm not actually debugging. There's not going to be anything, is it? It's just a Godot issue. It's just broken. I wonder. Maybe it's not taking into account the height of the separators properly or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 separators. On this one I have 4 separators and the brokenness is less. If I right click a track, there's 3 separators and it's even less broken. I think it's the separators that's the problem. What else can I right click on? This is fine, this has no separators. This is fine. I can right click on here, that's fine. Trying to remember all the things I can right click on. I think it's the separators. So let's see. Separator. Pop-up menu separator. What if I do something? I just apply a style box and do nothing else. Okay. Constants. V separation. How do you actually... Don't think that's going to help. Clear that. If I set this to 0, what happens? Everything's going to squash together, I assume. And it still doesn't fix that issue. In fact, it makes it worse. So what if I increase the separation? What if I just copy this a second and then clear? Oh, that's the wrong thing. Paste. The panel. Copy. Clear. What happens? It's still cut off. Font separator. Oh right, yeah. I mean, I could just remove all the separators. Starbucks line. Labeled separator left, labeled separator right. I can just confirm whether it is the separators that's the issue. By doing this temporarily. Doing all of them because I can't be bothered to think. That should remove all the separators from that menu. Oh, it's not the separators then. I still have the issue. Okay, it's not anything to do with the separators. It seems to just be the sheer length of the menu causes issues. So let's look at this panel. This is the right panel, right? Pop-up menu, panel. Content margin. This is what I already tried to change, right? If I set this to 50, then it doesn't even help. It's still cut off. That's madness. That is just mad. This is just a Godot issue. I don't know what to do about it. There's nothing I can do. It's every menu. 200 is okay, 100 is okay, 300 is okay. Anything in between, 275 is okay, 250, 175, 150. 125 or 150 causes it to be broken. Anything above that seems okay. Oh no, 225. That's really dumb, isn't it? I'm gonna have to go into the Godot source code if I want to fix that, I think. Alright, let's stop thinking about that because that's just depressing me. Let's go back to whatever I was doing. And initial implementation. So yeah, next up I need to decide, oh no, I need to do the scrolling thing, right? So the next thing I'm going to do is figure out how to make it scroll properly when you have too many items on the screen. For example, when you are like this, you should be able to scroll. If you get near the bottom. At the moment it just overflows off the end of the screen. Eventually it will cycle around, yeah. That's kind of easy to set up actually. That's quite easy. I'll do that right now actually. I was thinking of stopping to eat my sandwich, but I'll press on. Scroll offset. Display results is going to be in a separate function now. Like this. going to go for size ti equals impulse scroll offset. Ah, this is difficult actually. Is it? I was thinking of. No, it's not. It's fine, because displaying is now separate from building the list. So actually, it's fine. So right. Here's what we do. Node is yes. So items. So we just check if this is off the end of the screen. Is off bottom. Of screen. We also need to handle like scrolling up as well though. Let's do that first actually. So if index is less than the scroll offset. Exactly, yeah, that's really easy. And then we check if it's off the bottom of the screen. And import scroll offset. Oh, we need to figure out how much to scroll. That's interesting, isn't it? We have to figure out how much. Or we just increment by 1, which is not a very robust. Increment by 1 when we go next, because we only have. I guess okay. We move them into move the logic into here. Okay. So we do this. Selected. If the selected node is off the bottom of the screen, then we increase the scroll offset and then display results. If the index, if the import selected is now less than the scroll offset, then we do that. So we actually do that, but should be exactly the same result. This breaks if we ever jump around in the selection. If we ever don't just go exactly up by 1 or down by 1, then this entire thing breaks. But since we only ever go up and down by in increments of 1, this technically works, I think. Is it off bottom of? And in fact, that should be root. is off bottom, or just is off bottom, or overflows. If bottom of node, return bottom is greater than import tree roots. Maybe something like that. Okay, I'm sure I've made a mistake here. We will see. I guess I have to reset the scroll offset. After I do this, every time I would just reset the scroll offset. Now nothing happens. That's interesting. This is clearly wrong. This should be like this. Let's see what happens. Did not work. So when I press Control N now, I'm expecting here's the node. This should be the one at the bottom. The one that overflows. If the bottom 886, so that's returning true. So scroll offset 10. Oh, whoopsie, that's very wrong of me. I should be doing this and this. There we go. Whoa. No. This is very wrong. It's very broken, but you get the idea. That's interesting. You see what I'm going for, right? Yeah, it's also cycling round to the top, so I need to reset the scroll offset when it does that. So let's sort that out. Select selected +1. If index index is greater than, what I want to do is how do I write this in a less stupid way? Overflow, I don't know. I'm so confused. Go back to this. Look, if import selected +1 is greater or equal to that, and import score offset equals 0, and then select 0, and then display results, and then return. Otherwise, new selected equals import selected +1. Otherwise, just do this, and then we do this logic down here. That works for next, I think. Maybe. If we're going backwards, import selected is equal to 0. Import select then the scroll offset, yeah. I don't know how to calculate it. That's impossible. No, yeah, I'm gonna have to come up with a better way of doing this actually, because this isn't gonna work. I think it works for going forwards, but going backwards is going to break pretty easily. Let's just check if this logic works going forwards at least. So going forwards, it doesn't. I don't know what's going on. So currently, the scroll offset should be 0. And it is, okay. At some point it's going to get down here. So when it gets to spectral compressor, So the next one, it breaks in some way. Oh, because the next one goes off the edge of here. This is like the bottom of, even though it's overflowing that, it shows the next two. So what's going on? I go next into here. Next. So we select the next one, 40. If it overflows, which it does, then score offset equals 1. Display results. But I'm not setting selected. Or it should be. Yeah, it should be. Selected. What's the problem then? What? It should set this one to selected and it doesn't. I don't understand that. It should happen in here. The new selected is 40. The current selected is 39, so we do that. 40, set selected. Set selected. What am I doing wrong? Let me get the new selected thing. Result items. I really need to eat something. My brain's shutting down. This is just weird. We're going to display results again. Oh, but that... Right. Of course. That's setting it to false here. Yeah. Okay. This should be I equals impulse selected. Oops. I just received a package at the door. He was very quiet. I don't think I've ordered anything. Clap. Okay, fucking hell. Right, now this is making sense. But then it pops back up to the top before it should. It gets to bang, 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 bang. Next one, for some reason, new selected 45, 46 is apparently equal to the size, which does make sense. Yeah. Because this should be this. So scrolling forward now should work. A bit backwards, I'm going to have to think about. There's probably something really easy I can do, but right now I don't know what it is, and I need to go eat a sandwich. Oh no. What did I do wrong? Excuse me? If, oh, this isn't right. You selected... Oh, because it gets cleared every time. What have I done wrong? Result buffer. Rebuild results. That's the result buffer. Those are the result items. Selected. This should work. Result nodes, result. Selected result items. Selected. So we're getting the node selected. Oh yeah. I have to subtract the offset. Or add the offset. No, subtract the offset. Right? Is that right? Fuck. I'm not sure. Is that right? Subtract the offset. I need to like rethink this entire thing, I think. What's going on now? Oh no. Okay, I'm stopping. I'm going to have lunch. This is ridiculous. I'm just forcing myself to keep going.